Hello! Today I've got a different sort of video for you. It was sort of supposed to be like a building a new makeup desk sort of video. However, by the time I got to step 3 I already gave up on it because I didn't understand anything of it. It was making me irritated. I'm just not the type of person who's good at following like instructions on how to build stuff. Like, that's just not my thing. So what I did instead was just have my dad just, put it together, and then I just made this video mostly of me actually putting all the makeup in the desk because that's something I am good at. So yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, the reason I bought a new desk is, if you've seen my makeup storage video I did a few weeks ago, well, while editing it, I really noticed how crappy my old desk looked, so I decided I really needed a new one because the old one just looked like junk. At this point it pretty much was junk. Like, when I was taking the old one apart, it pretty much just fell apart on its own when I removed one single part, so yeah, that probably says a lot. I keep stuff for way too long because I'm a cheapskate. But yeah, either way, I now have a new desk, and here's a video of me putting all the stuff in the desk, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. By the way, I bought the desk at Leen Bakker, which is probably not useful for anyone living in the Netherlands, but I thought I'd tell you anyway, because again, I'm a cheapskate. So I wanted the desk that was nice, but not too expensive. But yeah, let's get started. So here's what the old desk looked like. A huge mess, pretty much. Like, this over here was actually a shopping list of like pretty much 5 weeks ago. Not sure what was still there. But yeah, admittedly, I just sort of gave up on the desk after I decided to buy a new one. So it was like extremely messy at this point. Yeah. Either way, I just obviously started with taking everything off the top, and then also taking all the drawers out and just pretty much just emptying the entire desk. I decided to just keep the makeup in the drawers for now because it was either that or throwing it all in one big heap and then having to resort it all. Which I was way too lazy to do, so yeah, I just decided to keep it stored in the drawers for now and then just, replace it to the new drawers once they're actually there. Taking this desk apart was pretty much very easy. Like, all the screws, like, you know how screws are usually screwed into things? Well, they weren't anymore. Not on this desk. Like, the entire wood was just completely crumbled around the screws, and like they were completely loose in it. And in hindsight, it's sort of a miracle that the entire desk never just literally fell apart. That was actually what I was scared of in the end. Like, that was actually the whole reason why I didn't wait a second longer to buy a new desk. That I was just seriously scared that the entire desk would collapse and just hit my record player, and that would suck. So yeah. But either way, demolishing things is apparently something I'm far better at than building stuff, because this part I just managed entirely on my own without any help. And yeah, I also did vacuum clean the floor after this step because a lot of the white paint stuff just fell off, and then here's me trying to figure out how to build the new desk. Trying to figure out, I did not succeed at it, I just didn't understand anything of it. So here's the desk after my dad actually put it together for me. A very nice desk. It's slightly more narrow than the old one, which I actually like, and it just looks very, very beautiful in my opinion, especially compared to the old one. And there begins the very fun task of putting it all together, like putting all the stuff in the desk. That's something I just really enjoy doing, like restoring all the stuff that I have. So here are all my skincare items, like just cleansing stuff, makeup removers, day cream, night cream, eye cream, just a whole lot of stuff, lip balm as well. And then here is the makeup. My original idea was actually to keep it in the exact same sort of way that I kept it in my old drawers. However, those were wider and less deep, and these are deeper and more wide, so deeper and more narrow. Yeah, these are deeper and more narrow. So yeah, I had to change it up, and what I just like to do in terms of, dividers inside those things is just cutting up some cardboard boxes, because most of the time only I'm going to see the inside, so it needs to be useful. It doesn't necessarily need to be very pretty, and most of all, it doesn't need to cost money if I have perfectly usable cardboard boxes around. Like, I always keep cardboard boxes because I'm a cheapskate and I just really want to, not spend money on stuff I don't necessarily need to spend money on. Although I suppose technically I don't really need to spend money on makeup, but I just love makeup. Yeah, I just follow my own weird rules of being a cheapskate, I guess. Either way, this whole drawer just pretty much contains all my face stuff, like, yeah, pretty much not colorful stuff, and all the lip stuff and eye stuff is actually in this drawer. On the left are all the eyeshadow primers, eyeshadow monos, and some very small palettes. That's just pretty much the same way as it was in my old desk. And then on the right there is all the eye pencils, lip pencils, and lipsticks, and liquid liners, and liquid lipsticks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are actually like those cardboard things inside toilet rolls, and I just pretty much cut them apart, like cut them into staple them all together, and then they're perfectly useful for this. That's actually something I saw someone doing, a Dutch vlogger doing, and I thought it was a great idea. So yeah, I pretty much stole that idea and also did it. So yeah, then that drawer is done as well. And then in the drawer below that, well, the one was just pretty easy to fill actually. I just put all my big palettes in there, like my Urban Decay palettes. Pretty much all Urban Decay, one BH Cosmetics, and one Sleek palette. Which are too big to put in the drawer above it. Oh, and one Peggy Sage palette. Almost forgot about that one. And also a lot of sample products. They're all still good, even though they're not exactly new anymore. But I can only use them in summer because, well, you know, like the skin products, like foundations and such. They're always an average shade, so they're always way too dark for me in winter. But I keep them for vacation and all. And then on top of the desk, on an anti-slipping thing, I'm actually putting the old drawers. Like I put the handles off, like they were just very easy to unscrew as well. So I unscrewed them, took them off, and then just put them up like this for extra storage space. And so my potted plants can stand a little bit higher, so they're actually in front of the window. And I'm really like in the few weeks since I've had this desk, I can really see a difference in my potted plants. Like they can actually get the sunlight now, which apparently is very good for potted plants. I could have guessed that before, yeah. Had to be very careful. This one is originally a bog plant, so there's a lot of water in the plates because it likes to be very wet all the time. Also, it's a flesh-eating plant. I'm really hoping it will eat mosquitoes this summer, so the mosquitoes won't eat, or rather, drink me. Mosquitoes really love me, but I don't particularly love them back. Another thing I really like having on my desk, by the way, is a towel. I just like to be able to wipe off my makeup brushes while not literally, not literally while I'm applying makeup. But you know, just in between colors and such, I just like to be able to wipe them off. So that's why I keep a towel on there, and also to keep the desk clean. Like it's a new desk, I would like for it to stay looking new for a while. So yeah, just put all my brushes in the back there, and also Q-tips and cotton pads. And of course also makeup sponges and powder puffs, and yeah, just all the stuff that I use for makeup, except for the makeup itself, pretty much. My hair stuff, I sort of fumbled around with for a bit before I decided on how I really wanted to put it. But in the end, I put it all on the right. That's the right side. Yeah, that's the right side. And I also put tissues there and a hand sanitizer, also two hand moisturizers, and a bar of soap, which I use once per week to really clean my brushes very, very well. You know, like not just wiping them off, but like completely cleaning them. And then I also decided what I wanted to put in the bottom drawer. I ended up putting all my face masks in there. The two on the right are by Yves Rocher, and all the rest is by Freeman. They're very cheap and they're very good, and they're, at least in my opinion, and they're in huge bottles, so that's also a good thing. They don't run out very quickly. And then in the last little compartment here, I decided to put all the stuff that I've recently bought in terms of skincare and makeup. So yeah, there's like stuff that I still want to show in a shopping haul video, or want to review, or want to show in a makeup tutorial. So yeah, the stuff that in there, so I actually see it and I don't forget about it, because I really have a tendency to forget about stuff like that. And then here is the complete view. The two little, you know, like the two little storage things on the right, I actually switched them around by now, so the white one is next to the desk because it just looks better. But yeah, other than that, I'm completely pleased with how it looks now. It just looks way, way better than it used to. Like this desk is just way newer. Obviously, it's clean, it's shiny. It's not so crappy. It's not going to fall apart anytime soon. It's just way better. And I really feel like all my makeup brushes and such, they're just way better storage this way. Yeah, this looks so much nicer. Like my desk is, yeah, that's me in the mirror. My desk is just a very prominent part of my room, and I just really, really enjoy it looking good now. So yeah, in hindsight, I pretty much should have bought a new desk way, 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 way sooner, rather than not buying a new desk because I wanted to save money by not buying a new desk. That was the wrong way to save money. So yeah, all the stuff is in this place now. I also, I really find that I use stuff more often when I've restored it because then I just sort of remember what stuff I actually all have. And I really just think my makeup looks way better in these drawers as well. Like it's clean and it's just so very nice compared to the old dingy old crappy desk. Like it used to be a good desk, but I just kept it for way way too long. So yeah, that was this entire video. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye!